David Duffield stands as a pillar in the world of enterprise software. He is not a flamboyant celebrity CEO, but a methodical builder and engineer at heart, who saw broken systems and dedicated his life to fixing them. His journey is a remarkable chronicle of creating not one but two multi-billion-dollar software giants. PeopleSoft Workday. His story begins not with a flash of disruptive genius, but with the steady accumulation of knowledge and a deep-seated empathy for the customer. David Duffield was born on July 21, 1940, and grew up in a post-war America brimming with technological optimism. From a young age, he displayed a natural aptitude for mathematics, a curiosity for how machines worked. This interest was not merely a hobby, it was the early sign of a mindset geared toward logic systems problem-solving. He pursued this passion formally, enrolling at Cornell University, known for its rigorous engineering programs. There he earned a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering, a field that demands precision analytical thinking, deep understanding of complex systems. By the mid-1980s, David Duffield had accumulated decades of experience in the enterprise software world. He had worked on and sold mainframe-based systems, and he saw a major technological shift on the horizon, the move away from centralized mainframes toward more flexible client-server computing. This new model promised to be more affordable, more accessible, and far more user-friendly. Duffield recognized that this wasn't just a minor upgrade. It was a paradigm shift that would make the old way obsolete. The specific problem he chose to tackle was human resources management. Difficult to use, impossible to customize, and treating employees as data points. His big idea: a dedicated, standalone HRIS built on client-server architecture. In 1987, David Duffield co-founded PeopleSoft. He partnered with Ken Morris to bring it to life, focused on building one thing exceptionally well. PeopleSoft's growth in the late 1980s and 1990s was nothing short of meteoric, but it was not fueled by aggressive marketing alone. The core engine was an almost fanatical dedication to product quality and customer satisfaction. Teams built features in direct response to real-world client problems, creating a virtuous feedback loop. Happy customers suggested improvements. The product improved. More customers came. After HR, PeopleSoft moved into financials, then supply chain and customer relationship management, each with user-friendly design on one integrated platform. Customers could run their back office on a unified system from one vendor, grown organically, not by random acquisition. PeopleSoft held its initial public offering in 1992, listing on NASDAQ. The successful IPO brought a massive infusion of capital, reinvested into R&D and global sales and support, offices in Europe and Asia to lead the market. All while preserving a celebrated culture, PeopleSoft was among the best places to work, proving that happy employees create happy customers and lasting advantage. By the early 2000s, PeopleSoft was a dominant force, rivaling SAP and Oracle. In June 2003, Oracle launched a hostile takeover bid, initially $5.1 billion, rejected as grossly undervaluing the company. A dramatic 18-month struggle followed, legal fights, appeals to shareholders, and a defensive acquisition of J.D. Edwards. Oracle raised its offer, winning over institutional investors seeking a cash payout. In December 2004, the board agreed to sell for $10.3 billion. The deal closed January 2005. For Duffield, it was a painful defeat and the end of an era, despite a personal windfall. However, the very day the deal was finalized, he was planning his next move. At 64, energized by unfinished business and a new wave, cloud computing, he teamed with Anil Bhosri to build anew, applying PeopleSoft's lessons to the cloud. In 2005, David Duffield and Anil Bhosri co-founded Workday. This was not a reluctant return. It was a swift and decisive second act. Their mission: do to client-server what PeopleSoft did to mainframes, make it obsolete. Deliver enterprise-grade finance and HR applications entirely through the cloud using a software-as-a-service model. Workday would be simpler, faster, more elegant. They refuse stitched-together acquisitions, building a unified platform for a seamless experience. Instead of perpetual licenses, customers subscribed, always up to date. Workday handled updates, maintenance, and security. To keep customers paying, Workday delivered continuous value, exceptional service, and constant innovation. The market responded. Workday was easier to deploy, easier to use, more adaptable. Rapid growth led to an October 2012 IPO valued over $9 billion. David Duffield's immense wealth is a byproduct of building great companies for the long term. PeopleSoft and Workday. He created value not by financial engineering, but by solving fundamental business problems with superior technology and service. His billions stem from retained equity, boosted by PeopleSoft's 10.3B sale and Workday's public success. Principle 1. Reinvest relentlessly. Post-IPO capital funneled to R&D, development, and global expansion, not personal enrichment, fueling a growth flywheel. Principle 2. Focus on recurring revenue. Subscriptions create predictable, resilient cash flow. Principle 3. Know your market deeply. Decades of first-hand experience solving customers' pain points. Businesses owned and led. PeopleSoft and Workday. The twin pillars of his career progression and business development. With Cheryl, he built a philanthropic legacy, Maddie's Fund, advancing animal welfare and no-kill initiatives. They also support education and veterinary medicine, believing wealth carries responsibility.